Hey guys, welcome back to another video of Marvel Future Fight, and if you've been playing recently, you know that we just got a new update, and this update actually came with a whole bunch of new characters, and some ones I'm pretty excited about. One of them is one that we kind of knew that was coming for a while, Gwenpool. We're not covering her. We're gonna start going over all of the new characters I've gotten. In total, there were six new characters. 8 if you count costumes. There were 2 new costumes, one for Wasp, which you can see here, and one for, I believe it was Nebula. But other than that, there were 6 new characters in total. I have 5 out of the 6. The one I don't have is Gwenpool, because she's a little bit harder to get. I think they made her that way because she's kind of like a character that everybody's gonna want. I'm halfway to getting her. But today we're gonna start going the other 5. The first one we're gonna go over is the one I currently, out of all of them, the strongest one I have. That one is Wiccan, and this is one guy. It's like when I'm seeing him, it's kind of like, he sounds really cool. Like, I kind of know who he is, and from what I've heard, he's there. Even when you kind of go through the story quest, they kind of say he's like Doctor Strange, and I really like Doctor Strange. Like, I'm surprised Doctor Strange isn't in this game already, but instead we have Wiccan, and so far he's pretty cool. And yeah, I got him up to a 2-star. Which, I didn't actually get him through playing the quest. I got them, I got some, what was it, some, like, selector biometrics, and I thought, you know what, let's get a new character, let's get Wiccan, and he's pretty cool so far. I've only gone, like, to quickly glance at the character's abilities, so I don't know a whole lot about the characters, but what we'll do is we'll kind of read over everything here. We'll go take a look at their skills in the skill preview, so you can see all the skills. And then we'll go into battle with what I've got and see what the character is like. So, starting off, once again, this is Wiccan. He's part of the new Avengers. He is a blast-type character. This is the 2-star at level 20. Energy attack, 768. Physical defense, 405. Energy defense, 587. HP, 1,773. You got abilities, fast movement, which ups his speed by 3%, and energy projection, which ups his energy attack by 3%. We've got all of the skills. The 2 right now that we have activated is Spell Bomb and Spell Concentration, but he's also got Dispel Zone, Silent Link, Kinetic Chain, Spell Wave. His hero advancement ability is Magic Field, and his leadership ability is Electrokinetic Boost. So far, again, I've only taken a quick look at him, but he's pretty cool. Let's just take a look at the character first. Let's take a look at the character. The design is pretty cool. It's got like that star, kind of like the space kind of flowing across. The only other person I've seen that has that in the game is a uniform for Gamora. It's in her cape. So that's a pretty cool effect to see on a character, especially since he's going to be moving. And it's pretty cool to see. He's got the big red cape, pretty basic design. I know the version for Wiccan in the comic books is a much shorter cape. It's quite tattered, I believe. And then he's also got like a headband. And actually, I like the design of the comic book version. This one's okay, but it would have been cool if we gotten that version. But in general, any new character I'll be most of the time I'm happy with. But yeah, so there is the character. Let's go take a look at the gear. First, we have Reality Warping, which ups his energy attack. We got Cosmic Top, which ups his energy defense and all-round defenses. Cosmic Pants, which, that sounds funny, Cosmic Pants. Anyway, that ups his critical rate and health. And then we've got his red cape, of course, which ups his dodge, attack speed, and critical damage. Right now, we've only got them at the basics right now. I haven't had time to go through and level up everything, especially also because he's a lower character. I won't do that right away, but yeah, this is one character. He was, where was he? He was, I think he was like the 3rd or 4th character I got. The first one I got was Squirrel Girl, but yeah, this guy was like 3rd or 4th that I got, but let's go and let's take a look at his skills in the skill previewer, and then we'll take him into battle. Again, this is one character. Let's go overall with all the characters in that so far. They're like, there's none that really super stick out to me, but then it's not like they're boring characters either. Like they're ones they're middle characters for me. But here we go. I like all the effects that he has. It's pretty cool. But let's see, can we, yeah, let's zoom in here. See if we can get a closer look at him. But yeah, he's really cool. So let's go in. We're going to look at his basic attack first. Kind of what this is just kind of on a side note. He kind of does something that kind of reminds me of, shoot, what's her name? Shoot, I forget her name. Shoot, the one lady, not lady, she's like black, she's got stars on her, she's flying, she flies, I forget her name. That's what her abilities remind me of. She's one of my stronger characters. Why can't I remember her name? I don't know. Anyway, so that's if you know who I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. It reminds me of that for her basic attack. But let's go. Here is his first attack. So it looks like it stuns people, or it stuns your opponent. It looks like it targets one guy first, and then it kind of lets out a bit of like it has a radius to it that will affect anybody else. And then one thing I like is that it takes him away from the battle. It's like, that's one thing that I like, if like when you do an attack, if you can do your attack and then, especially if it's a close-up attack where you have to be close, you know, you're in there, and then once you hit them, then you move away so they don't have a chance to hit you, or you're not vulnerable as you're doing your attack, which is something I quite like. But there we go. Let's go second attack. Let's go over to these guys now. Second attack. That wasn't a good view. Let's try from here. That wasn't a very good view. Let's try that again. That still wasn't a very good view. He keeps moving. Let's try here. Okay, let's try it from this side. We're not getting very good views here. But you know what? We're zoomed in. That's why. We're zoomed in. I forgot to do it. Okay, now we're going to get it. So it's like so this time he moves away, and then it's like he's bringing down like almost like cosmic energy. It's just shooting down from the sky. I think that's kind of generally what his attacks are. So there's nothing like super special, or there's not much of a variation in his attacks. But let's just do this one more time. Yeah, he just kind of moves away, once again bringing down the energy and kind of hitting us. Has a small radius to hit the opponents. But let's go. I believe this one is, I forget if this one is an attack or if it's like it ups his stats. So I'm just gonna hit. This is the third. I don't think it's an attack if I remember right. Let's just hit it. So I'm not sure what that does. It looks like it. So it adds up. So it says Dispel Zone 70%. Oh, that went away. Let's read that again. It says, whoops. Come on, 70% chance to pierce the come on, I can't talk today. I'm sorry, guys. I can't talk. I've been trying to talk all day. Anyway, one more time. 70% chance to pierce with immune to all damage effect. 5 seconds. So, I'm actually not quite sure what it does. Yeah, I'm not quite sure. I think it just kind of ups his abilities for a short period of time. I'm not sure if it does any damage to the opponents. These guys don't seem like they're being hurt. So I'm assuming it's just kind of a boost for Wiccan. But let's go. We're going to go with I believe this is the fourth attack. We're going to call it the fourth attack. Let's try and bring these guys all together now, kind of in the middle here. There we go. So let's try this. We're going to go on, out of these last two, we're going to go the one on the right side. I believe that is the fourth attack. But here we go. 3, 2, 1. We need a better view of that. But it looks like what he does, he kind of shoots out all these different balls of energy. They kind of go wild, and then they zone in on one guy, but they'll hit whatever they get in contact with, they will hit. Yeah, so maybe it looks like 3 balls of energy that will spin around, they hit the opponent, damaging them, and then they explode, causing more damage. So that looks like it's a decent ranged attack, but let's go for his final attack. Let's go in with this now. 3, 2, 1. Whoa! Whoa, that's a really wide range. That is a very good attack. Wow. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that is the 6-star ability. That is a very, very good attack. Let's bring these guys closer together. I want to do that again. That was a very good attack. Let's try this. 3, 2, 1. Wow, yeah, look at the range, and it looks like it stays. Massive initial attack, and then it'll stay there for a while, damaging whoever comes over that area. That is awesome. I didn't remember him doing that attack, but that is very, very cool. That is one, like I'd say probably out of what I've seen out of these new characters so far, I think probably Wiccan would be the one I would level up the most, because he seems like a pretty powerful guy, especially with that last attack. That looks like a very good attack. That would be awesome to have in any situation where you're surrounded by guys. Looks like it would do a lot of damage. But what we're gonna go do now, we're gonna go take him into battle to see what he's like in a actual combat situation. Kind of see what damage he does. Again, because he is a lower level character, we're only gonna have the first 2 attacks to use, but you kind of will generally get what he can do in battle. Well, I should point this out. How you get these guys biometrics is you get them through these special missions. It has a limit of only 2 per day, but I believe once you do your 2, you earn the option. You have the option to go unlimited, which will give you 30 minutes to do as many battles as you can. I get through, in 30 minutes, I may get through, like, I gotta say, about 10 to 15, somewhere between 10 and 15 battles, which is quite a lot. It didn't take very long to get most of these characters. Yeah, I got Hulkling, overall, Hulkling I earned completely. Wiccan and Squirrel Girl I got when I got some biometrics for different characters. Or Squirrel Girl I got when I opened the daily character box, and you get 8 selector biometrics. So I got 2 from here, and then I got all of her, or the other 8 from that. Wiccan I got completely through paying for him, or not paying for him, but using biometrics for him. And then Songbird, White Tiger, and Hulkling I earned completely through doing these quests. And then, of course, we got Gwenpool, who you need to get 10 biometrics to unlock her. I'm at 5. The way you get her is, you can't, like, when you get that daily, you can't open that up and select her. You have to get her through here. She comes as an ally, or a Dimension Ally. I forget what they call them. Dimension Ally. I think it's something like that. And you get her, and then whether you may or may not get her biometrics. On average, I think I've gotten like maybe one. Well, out of the 3 days that I've done it, 2 days I've gotten 2 biometrics. 1 day I got 1. So chances of you actually getting a biometric of her is pretty slim compared to how many times she comes as an ally. She's really there like every other battle, sometimes like 3 or 4 in a row, and you may not even get a biometric of her. But as I was saying, we're gonna go into story. We gotta go down a little ways, because he is, again, my Wiccan is a low leveled character. I gotta see villains here. Yeah, this should be fine. Let's just go in, change our team. He's gonna be all the way down here. The one thing I can say I'm happy about is I'm pretty proud how I've gotten up to my team now. I've got now 3 6-stars, Hulkbuster, Moon Knight, and Daisy Johnson, and then we got 2 5-stars, Bullseye and Thor, and then we got a whole bunch of 4-stars now, a whole bunch of 3-stars, not too many 2-stars left, and then of course we got the 1-star. So I'm pretty happy with how things have been going. But that's beside the point. Let's go into battle here. I'm excited to see what he's like in battle. You get in the skill preview, you get the visual stuff, but you don't actually get to see what he's like in an actual battle situation. Again, so yeah, this is a lower level character. I will work on getting these guys up, but for now, this is what we got. But besides that, you know what? This is probably a good time to do it. If you like this kind of video, you can always like the video to support more videos of this, and then you can also. Oops, we got autoplay on. Don't want autoplay. Okay, here we go. Why? Okay, I think something went. I think we had autoplay on, so it kind of did some attacks for us. So we're gonna start now. So strong, which is pretty good. First attack. Yeah, the range is actually bigger on these attacks than what I thought, and it stays there for a long time. Wow. Yeah, that's surprising. You know, I haven't seen it. There's very few attacks I think that actually like will stay that long to do damage. But here we go. We're gonna do second attack right away once we get through here. Bring all these guys together, and then smack down. Whoa! Whoa! That did a lot of damage. Wow! Like that was again. Range, like on his, or we gotta fight here, but on Wiccan's range, for his special attacks, they do massive range, which is amazing. Like, or yeah, like it's not like Bullseye where he's throwing his knives at long distance. This guy, his attacks will have a very large radius, which is awesome because you can hit a much larger area at once. But here is the boss. He's just gonna go down. I believe it stays there and does damage. Yeah, it does damage to whoever's standing on it, which that is awesome. Because you can just get him to stand there, and yeah, see, it does damage as he stands there. Or I'm shooting at him, but oh, we're dying here. Die, you. Fell in. There we go. We almost died. That's not good, but oh, and here's his final. Ooh, that's a cool closing clip. Yeah, but there you go. There is Wiccan in battle. Again, like I was saying, he's probably one. Excuse me. He is probably. I'd say he's probably one of my more. He's probably one of my favorite out of the new characters. Again, I really haven't gotten to see much of Gwenpool. You can see her right there. I haven't gotten her just yet. We're working on her. I hope to get her within the next couple of days. You know, because we're halfway there. So, but yeah, she's a pretty odd character. But back to Wiccan. Yeah, like I said, he's probably one of my favorites out of all the new characters. You know, you can check him out for yourself. Again, I'd suggest getting really all of them. I've only seen them, of course, a little bit, but I would suggest getting all of them. They're all really good characters. They're all supposed to be part of the new Avengers team. The quest is pretty cool. The special quest for these guys, it's pretty cool, and I've enjoyed going through it. I just wish we could play more to get characters faster, but of course that's why they do that, so nobody gets all the characters right away unless they pay for it. But you know, we're getting them for free, which is pretty awesome. You know, shoot, I lost my train of thought there, but without further ado, that's pretty much it for this video. Of course, he's one of the new characters in the game. Yeah, so if you like this video, please click the like button below. If you enjoy this kind of stuff, just click like. It'll support more videos for this. Also subscribe to the channel. We're getting up there, which is pretty awesome. Also, you can leave your comments in the comments below if you have any suggestions for things you'd like to see in any of our games, any kind of video you'd like to see. And you can also check us out on Facebook at Mr. Smiley Co. So yeah, that's basically it. Taking a look at Wiccan, one of the new characters in Marvel Future Fight. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye. That was rough.